So now we come to question number 2. So what is given there in question number 2? Look into your book, page number 8. Are the square roots of all positive integers irrational? If not, give an example of the square root of a number that is a rational number. Now here they have asked you that are the square roots of all positive integers irrational? Right? Now let us take example. Okay, let us take example of square root of 4. So what is the square root of 4? It's 2, right? Then next let us take example of 9. Square root of 9. So what is square root of 9? It's 3. Then let us take square root of 16. So square root of 16 is 4, right? Now here we see that all these are not irrational numbers. These all are rational numbers only. Okay, so what is our answer? Our answer is the square roots of all positive integers are not irrational. Right? Like we did, see 2. Here we did 9, so it was 3. Here we did 16, so it is 4. Right? So why? Because this is example. Okay? Because 2, 3 and 4 are not irrational numbers. Then what numbers they are? They are rational numbers. They are rational numbers. Right? So this is question number 2. Next we come to question number 3. So now we come to question number 3. Now look into your book. Question number 3, it is given. Show how square root of 5 can be represented on the number line. Now when we have single digits, it is very easier for us to represent it in the number line. But here it is given square root, right? So now first we have to find out that where do we get square root, right? In a number line, this is a number line. In a number line we get 0, 1, 2, 3 like this, right? Here -1, -2, -3. So how can we place square root of 5 here? We don't have a place, so we have to construct it, right? So now let us see how we are going to do it. Before this, we have to first take, this is your Pythagoras theorem, right? Now what does the Pythagoras theorem tell us? The Pythagoras theorem tells us that here this is the hypotenuse, this is the base, this is the perpendicular, right? Now what does the Pythagoras theorem tell us? The Pythagoras theorem tells us that hypotenuse is equal to p square, that is perpendicular square, plus b square, right, square root, right? So hypotenuse is p square plus b square square root, right? Now here we have been asked to find out square root of 5. Now square root of 5 I cannot find out, right? But I have to break this. So how am I going to do is, let me take, this is root 5. Okay, hypotenuse I am taking it is root 5 for me. Now I have to break this root 5 into p and b. Now here perpendicular will be equal to 1 for me. Okay, so I will be taking 1 square plus base is, since it is 1 square, that means now in order to get 5, what do I need? I need 4, right? So if I take base as 2, so 2 square is equal to, take a square root here. So what is it? Answer is 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 2 to the 4, right? So how much did I get? I got here 5, right? So for me the perpendicular is 1 and the base is 1. Whenever you have to show, whenever they ask you to show, your perpendicular should always be 1. Okay, so this is how we have found out root 5 according to the Pythagoras theorem. Now we are going to place it in the number line. Okay, so let us draw a number line here. I am drawing it with a free hand. When you do it with a scale, it will come more perfect. Okay, so number line, since I don't have anything as negative here, okay, so I will not be taking much of the negative. So here I take 0, here I take -1. I don't have any negative numbers here. I need more of positive numbers. So taking 1 unit, you are going to draw it with your scale. Okay, I am doing it with my free hand. You are going to use your scale for drawing it. See, this should be 1 unit. Okay, measure 1 unit in your scale and you are going to do it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now you can extend the number line, but I don't need till there, so I am not using it. Now you see here what it is given to me is I have taken the base. Okay, so for me perpendicular is 1, base is 2 and hypotenuse is root 5, right? And I have to show this only on the number line. I have to show root 5 on the number line. Now you see here, for me the base is 2. So since the base is 2, I will be taking 2 units. So here to here it is 1 unit and from here to here it is 2 units. That is 0 to 1 is 1 unit, 1 to 2 is 2 units. So I draw a line here, right? I am drawing a line here. So this is my base. Okay, this is my base. This is B for me. Okay, now I have to draw, this is the base I have drawn. I have to draw the P, that is your perpendicular. How will I draw it? Perpendicular, I know, see here it is a 90-degree angle, right? So what I am going to do is with the help of the protractor. Okay, I am going to place the protractor here and I am going to take a point 90 degree. Okay, I am going to place the protractor here. My protractor will be here. From here I am going to take 90 degree. Okay, so 90 degree 1 unit only. Okay, so maybe it might be till here. Okay, this is a 90 degree for me, right? Now this is P for me, so let me just name it. I am naming this point as A and this point as B. This point is B and this point is A, right? Now what I am going to do? I am going to join the point 0 with B. Now this is O for me. Okay, I am joining it here, right? I have joined it here. When you do it with scale, it will come more perfect, right? Now I have got O, A, B, right? Now what I am going to do here is that I am going to take my compass, okay, with the pencil, place the point of the compass here and the pencil here. This is my measurement. Okay, this is what? This is root 5 for me, right? This is root 5 for me. Base is 2 unit I have taken. Then perpendicular 1 unit I have taken. Now remaining is hypotenuse, and here I have drawn the hypotenuse, but I have to show this on the number line. How am I going to show? I am going to take the compass, put the point here and the pencil point here, okay, and whatever is the measurement, I am going to draw an arc here. This is an arc for me, okay, with the help of the compass. This is an arc, okay. Now this point, let me name it as D. Okay, this point I am naming it as D, right? So this is the arc for me and I am naming this point as D. Now here I have taken this measurement and I have drawn this, right? So for me, OB is equal to OD, right? OB is equal to OD. So what is OB for me? OB is equals to root 5, right? So this point is taking the measurement of root 5. So here root 5 is here and I am being able to show it on the number line, right? So is this clear? Once again I explain it to you. They have asked you to show root 5 can be represented on the number line. Now root 5, I need to first break this number, okay, and find out the square root. Now here you see, in order to do that, I have taken the Pythagoras theorem. What is the Pythagoras theorem? The Pythagoras theorem says that hypotenuse is equals to square root of perpendicular square plus base square, right? Now since I have to show, so I have just taken the perpendicular side to be 1 unit. So 1 square. Base as 2 units, so 2 square, right? Now 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 2 to the 4 square root. So I got here 5. Now I got the base also, I got the perpendicular also. Okay, now I have to plot this on the number line. Now you see here, this is the number line that I have drawn. Here my perpendicular is 1, base is 2 and hypotenuse is 5. Now first I take the base, because without drawing the base I cannot draw the perpendicular, right? So I am taking the base. Base is how much? It is 2 units. So here, from here to here 1 unit, from here to here 2 units. So I have taken 2 units here. After this I need to draw a perpendicular of 1 unit. So this is a 90-degree angle for me. It's a hypotenuse, so it's in the form of Pythagoras theorem. So 90-degree angle is there for me. So I am placing my protractor, okay, protractor. So I am placing my protractor here at point 2 and then I am drawing a straight line, 90-degree line, okay, at a 1 unit, right? And then here comes, I am just naming it, this is point A and here it is point B. Now I join O and B and I get this as the perpendicular, but I did not show root 5 in the number line. This is not shown in the number line. How am I going to show it? I am going to take the help of the compass and the pencil. So I am going to put the point of the compass on 0 and pencil on point B. Okay. So whatever is the measurement, with that measurement I am going to draw an arc, right? So the arc comes somewhere here. So this is root 5 for me. Why? Because OB is equal to OD, which is equals to, because I have taken the measurement of this, right? I have taken the measurement of root 5 and I have drawn the arc. So OB is equal to OD is equal to root 5. So this is how we show it on the number line. So with this, question number 3 is done.